where the education minister, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, he is the Minister of Education designate, but senior konowa osha wenya education ministry newie. Na yesi education is bi ababe tunefo. Na education is no yekaso bi educationista na trese wo bi a owo eye adesua ne adetre ejumemu. Nti bia ne bakono betumi aye teacher or betumi aye professor what you say ne bakono high stakes in the education sector. Wababa betu Haruna Iddrisu fo. Na asemu a wakache Haruna Iddrisu no eye simple. O say Haruna Iddrisu ababe dane eye education minister no. Ontie futu. Mon konkoye te say Dr Adutwum. Teachers for 24 ontie de ono pe eno woye. Haruna Iddrisu wontie futu. Now, I have something to say. Maybe this story we are making some tremo. You see, yesterday I was ranting about how under President Akufo-Addo Ghana for a year kum and there were money na kasa. But I don't blame them because Enra, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama call voter raging crano. Oni ahim foko kasa wo ho. Se omo hena se bibia akoso wo na abamu na enya wo mon kasa mo munsuru. No dia waka train appointees ne say obi obekasa bia mo obi anya obi ahwe. Inti no. If the president himself is encouraging people to talk, then obviously, in fact, Emra President Mahama Winnie answer your best when or catch or more education sector no say now there's a new government, so you can start speaking. Ever since our President Mahama, His Excellency Kasa Asemno, Oshana Grats, Nats, teachers in Peninfono, they have always been vocal. The dear baby associate Mokasa say, hey, Akufo-Addo time ni entemonka. Na yentie or say a leading education advocate, Prince Opoku Efriye, has advised Education Minister designate Haruna Iddrisu to depart from the authoritarian approach of his predecessor and engage with stakeholders to revitalize Ghana's ailing educational sector. And that year, educationists say Ghana ye education sector ni ailing. Ebi ana will be into ailing, bro. For us, I mean check it. The definition of ailing, and then you understand why I am saying A. The definition of ailing, or say in poor health, very simple. You can say bibi ailing, just say ayare. You can so be ni situation no ailing, not just ni pakono ntiapo or yare. Ati asiye why you weak. Inti educationists ne say Ghana ye education sector ne yare ye ailing. Yen nan yetina krum ha. And you see, sometimes I sat here and I told you. Yen na me katre mo say. Enye say kenuforiata enanke wohwa. Anka me the West Minister the education minister. But the fact that na MPP4 edi no hwa wo mo ho edi ni yetu no se papa na yade no me ka trem say papa ni free ho na yebehu and they will free ho no you see people in the sector are calling the sector ailing. Me say eje se wo bia wo tra de under MPP and obeka tro say challenge standards are falling. Professors will always tell you say Yebeka sen kolana passe free education yaman kolana passe 8 A's. Omo ba begu universities ni mo a. Omo hwiama eya na ebisa say intin kolana omo side no mo passe wasi no. Ailing. I say speaking in an interview with Kojomafo on Ebusian Komo at Ebusian 95.5 FM. Prince Opoku Efriye, President of the National Social Studies Association, has cautioned Haruna Iddrisu to eschew the top-down approach that characterized the tenure of Dr. Adutwum, whose administration was criticized for ignoring the input of teachers, parents, and other stakeholders. Just say Adutwum, na process I will use, approach I will use, your friend the top-down approach. Not to say, obeteki decision bia. teachers na e work from hono onkon ko secure mo consent o omo tete omo office or no mo take decision. And a perfect example I reported on this platform. Mbra wo mo be kan say omo pese wo mo sesa from 3 terms. Unze nkola no omo ko SS any GSS no omo ko 3 terms. More like trimester miensa in a year. No person sesa ne year ne semester to say senior SS for ne kono no. Sorry, senior university for ne kono. No more ko just twice in a year. Sana na nko peso ye. Emma yete hwa one consult teachers, oni teachers ankasa. Yete hwa ne say one term, you've share term na say awamo say omo implement it. It had to take teachers. And no dia wamo kasa ebi mo kasa ho ansa na obeka say we dia ye suspended because na teachers ne say mo ne yan kasa. Ye nim say ne ade we be ye adwuma. We don't understand how this is going to work. Yen teachers for na kra no. Ya planning ya brabo according to the 3 terms no. Into obey ni 2 no. Ye be kwa how many weeks? Ye be ye say, I say, mo man yantiasie all of a sudden na no mo di aba ama asay your plans. Ansa na wo ba be cancel. No consultation whatsoever. Top down. Tie no na education is no all can. He said, one thing I dislike about Adutwum is that he doesn't take orders. He doesn't take others' opinions seriously. Tie. Let me read in Ibium. One thing I like, he said, one thing I dislike, at the bakwa one pe, Dr Adutwum, and they say, Obia can assemble na one fa, onu di obu ne so no pe na onyansa. Say he doesn't take others' opinions seriously. Once he's made up his mind, he doesn't consider people's input. Nebia President Akufo-Addo no kra na sa na not. Enti se Adutwum so te sa dia say the same decrement. Obia tu omufo a womu nti omuhu ne se omunom. Oh no, you've not been in the in this country's education sector. People have been in the education sector for years before I walk around kwa abrochi akwa ye de opese oye na wo waba na wo pese obe seeking crofui inputs. What be that? As according to him, during Dr. Adutwum's tenure, the education sector was plagued by a top-down approach that ignored the input of teachers, parents, and other stakeholders. If you attend a teachers' meeting, everyone there is knowledgeable. It is a sector where, if you are not a good listener who takes inputs from key stakeholders, you find it challenging, Prince Ifrie noted. He, however, noted that the consequences of this approach by Dr. Yao Adutwum were dire, describing his policies as theoretically based, which has rendered the sector poorly equipped and under-resourced. So I say, Dr. Adutwum no the only man you book munsem, but say yemfa sa nyansa no book mu nyansa yemfa nto fom ne mfa nya adwuma no papa no onim. Nti ende papa na ma sector no aye poorly equipped. Wama sector no aye under-resourced. Also, the level to which he raised education standards looked excellent on paper, but in reality, it was poor because there were no equipment or tools to cope with the policies. Inti on paper no, na papa no, or the nkrata atrewa, ebeye ose wo papa no we raise education sector no. Papa no raise education sector no, but uko form wa, huni se papa no, the policies ni nye juma. He believes that Member of Parliament for Busa South, Clement Apak, a veteran education advocate, would have been a better choice for the education minister position. During the NDC's time in opposition, Apak was often the one leading with education issues. He's well aware of problems and challenges in the sector due to his interactions with us, Prince Ifrie explained. In contrast, Prince Ifrie is less familiar with Haruna Iddrisu's interpersonal skills, although he acknowledges his experience and calm demeanor. Into no there was in anka NDC no, Kobia or Phyllis and Kobebo Juma Clement Apak. Now so Haruna Iddrisu the onu the unim no susu say Haruna Iddrisu betie. Now I don't want to believe that maybe Clement Apak no yabema no maybe deputy. Okay, maybe he will be the deputy education minister. Okay, I'm sure maybe. But that's exactly what's going on. The air course, no. This is what is happening. I mean, if there's one thing about Haruna Iddrisu, is the fact that we are praying for him. Some of us, we are excited, say he's going to handle our education minister. Actually, I say, hey, sorry, he's going to handle our education ministry. Senya Yekano, he should just be listening to advice. Actually, I say, Mesreno, media mama mwati say, me papa, no ye teacher ni, me mame, ejuma wa ye ya ni teaching ejuma. No ye teacher ni what they call retirement. See, about the teachers for someone I'm in the agro throughout my life. Or more minimum more ye me from me papa we me mama ni me papa ni and ye me mama nan for no what you say me papa nan for no or more minimum money na make say me papa ni me papa money na teachers for money na obi a minim ne bia penyi bia minim ne bia what have a contribution in my life, especially from that side no teachers inti ye na me mfa teachers in the agro inti no ade ba ko a meka ne say Haruna Iddrisu na adwen say policy bia no oni teachers ne be discuss ansana or the aba teachers for no ebe boa no amasa ministry no akoso ye say Haruna Iddrisu di ebuo ema teachers for no be boa no amasa ministry no akoso ye. All they need is respect. O the policy bia ba, sit down with them. The person ye debani. What are your thoughts? Inti answer ni ebe ya de ne kana teachers no ewo hu nim dia. They will help you. Ema de ne be koso fine. Inti no, they should just give them that respect. Eya na omo classroom no. Any omo offices na ya na ase omo offices no. Ebu omo hu se omo na ase dia omo ye mpanyinfo sin the omo classrooms no. Eya na decision bia no. Omo mpese omo de omo beka ho. If Honorable Haruna Iddrisu is able to bridge that gap, I tell you, he might be one of the best education ministers ever. It is up to him. Montre mo your comment box ni mo, bedase.